guys, welcome to this week's video. Thank you for joining me again. Slightly different backdrop because I am about to try and eat my breakfast. But I wanted to quickly record this video. I had a whole other video recorded and then I just decided that I need to talk about this topic with you this week, right? So, we've been talking about excuses and choices and the excuse tipping point and the point at which you start to validate things that you do based on the excuses you tell yourself, right? And this has had some really good traction. A lot of you have reached out to me and given me your excuses. We've kind of looked at it, tried to figure out ways and maybe you can try and think about them in a different way. But as I was walking yesterday being Monday, because apparently now I find inspiration when I'm walking, I started to think about cravings, right? I've kind of cut out my workouts the last couple of weeks, really focused on eating a little less and just walking. And I wanted to really try and figure out why I was experiencing some cravings. Now, you may remember recently in the last month or so, a couple of months, I did a video series, 3 videos, talking about cravings and things that buffer and trigger your cravings. I still stand by those videos. I still stand by that information. I do believe there are still types of foods and situations and different things that can trigger a craving and things that very much can buffer your cravings as well. However, with the aim of always developing my knowledge and being very self-aware, it's something that I think I've always been quite self-aware, but in the last 6 months, I've definitely developed that. I realized, whilst there are things that trigger a craving, you know, for example, for me, the smell of traditional fish and chips, very English thing, the smell of that triggers something, or the idea that having one Sour Patch Kid out of a bag of sweets triggers a craving to eat the entire bag. Here is the thing about that. Whilst these things trigger something, and I still believe that, isn't it a choice? Right? Isn't it a choice? I go pick my son up from nursery and there is a chip shop next door. I get out of the car and I smell the fish and chips. In that moment, I have a choice. I have a choice whether I allow that smell to dictate what I'm going to eat for dinner, to dictate that I'm going to change my dinner plans and have fish and chips, or I make the choice to ignore it, pick my son up, go home, and I've forgotten about it, right? And so I realized that whilst I do believe wholeheartedly there are things that trigger and buffer cravings, it's not about the craving itself. It's about the choice you make in that moment. It's about the choice you make when that craving hits, right? I said this the other day, and it got a lot of traction from you guys. You are never so far gone that you can't make progress. So in the moment of a craving, you are never so unaware of your situation that you can't make a choice. Do I eat this or do I not eat this? And I realized I wouldn't be doing myself or you guys justice if I didn't share this video this week, because we've been talking about excuses, we've been talking about choices. And I realized that a craving is a craving, but a craving doesn't control you. A craving doesn't mean that all of a sudden you have no self-control, that you're not able to make a choice, that you're not able to make a decision, that it doesn't have some kind of mind fuck over you. That's not what a craving is. A craving is something you're feeling. And of course, there is always going to be time to develop and learn why you're experiencing that craving. There is always time to try and progress and work out what's going on there. But in that moment, it's not about the craving. It's about the choice you make in that craving. It's about the choice you make when you're sitting in a restaurant and everyone's ordering and you're craving, I don't know, a burger. It's your choice at that point. I'm not saying you can't have the burger. You guys know I never say that. But it's about the choice you make. It's your decision. It's nobody else's. That burger does not have some kind of control over you. That restaurant is not creating some kind of crazy mind trick that you can't make a good choice. You can make whatever choice you want. And as long as you make that choice from a place of knowledge and a place of sense of, what am I trying to say? A place of positivity, right? If you make that choice and you don't make an impulsive decision, then you're going to hopefully be satisfied. And you know what? If you're not satisfied with the choice afterwards, that's okay, as long as you move on. Because it's about what you do after that that really dictates how successful you're going to be. It's about the fact that you don't decide that you're going to go back to square one, and you don't decide that you're going to reverse all the good that you've already done. Right? So whilst I still stand by the fact there are foods that trigger and buffer cravings, it happens. We all know what a craving feels like. It's not about the craving, it's about the choice you make. Those situations, emotions, stress, those things, we have to learn about those things. We have to figure out why they have such a hold on us. But the craving is the craving. It doesn't take away your self-control. It allows you to then make a choice. And the choice is yours. So own your choice. Whatever it is, just own it. Right? So, as I said, I had to just share this with you. I've been thinking about it the last day or so, and it's just like, yes, this is true. It's exactly the same thing as what I've been saying. You're never so far gone that you can't make progress. The choices are always yours. You always have a choice over what you eat, of how you act, of how you treat yourself and other people. The only thing you can't control is everyone else, right? But you can control your choices. You control what you do on a daily basis.